I don't think we need a basic explanation of the class trial. You've already done this 4 times already. And for Monica, technically, 9 times. So, do we honestly need a simple explanation? Do we need one? No? Okay. Are we all ready for the trial to commence?
Yes, we're ready.
Alright then let the very 5th class trial commence!
Alright, the 5th class trial has begun. So, how do we start with this case?
Well, I mean, where should we start? This whole murder's kind of confusing.
I think maybe we should start with the cause of death. I mean, it's obvious, but it's best if everyone knows what it is. You're right, let's discuss.
Phantom Freddy's cause of death was a stab into the chest, am I correct?
Yes, he had a big stab on his chest. No doubt that was his cause of death. And the cut, or the stab, what was it caused by?
Maybe it was the result of his trap.
No, that's wrong! No, fam, that's wrong. In fact, there's evidence that proves that Phantom Freddy might have escaped this trap.
Huh? Wait, what?
Well, I don't want to get into that right now, but for now, me and Luigi found a knife at the crime scene, right, bro?
Uh-huh, and it looked like a kitchen knife.
So the weapon came from the kitchen.
Well, then I know who the culprit is. It's Monica.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, you're the culprit. It's quite obvious. I mean, your trap was located, like, literally right next to the kitchen.
That is true.
Everybody's accusing Monica of being the culprit. And I kind of disagree with them, but there's one thing that disproves Monica being able to even escape her trap. Monica's trap was located next to the kitchen, right?
Correct. She was located in the laundry room.
When me and Fan went to go check the kitchen, she wasn't there. So she must have been in the laundry room. But after we heard the body discovery announcement, we left.
Exactly. Monica was the closest to the place where the weapon was found. So, she could have gone into the kitchen at any time. No, that's wrong! No, that's wrong, Froakie. Because the room Monica was locked in can only be locked from the outside. Wait, what?
Oh yeah! Isn't the laundry room only locked from the outside?
Yeah, wait, now that you mention it, it is.
That's odd.
So, wait, Monica can't be the culprit then.
See, I told you. As long as I was in that room, I couldn't have killed him.
Well, shit. Well then, I guess Monica's in the clear for now.
You gave up so easily. You know, you're actually a little less more tolerable as of lately. What's wrong with you, Froakie?
Do you have a concussion? No, it's just Mario saved my life from my biggest fear. I feel obliged to help him release this trial. Oh, only this trial! Yeah, after this I'm going back to being a dick. Oh, screw you!
Well, Froakie aside, it seems like at least Monica is cleared. So who else could be the culprit?
I think the culprit should wait until now. I think maybe we should start discussing the time of death. As much as I hate to agree with the annoying frog, hey, he's right. His Phantom Freddy's death in the Monokuma file was listed as unknown as for his time. So, I guess that's our next topic we need to discuss about. What? If we can just figure out a time gap, then maybe we can narrow down a culprit.
So, let's discuss about Phantom Freddy's time of death. Well, let's think about the motive. The motive put all of us in death traps, and we all had to get out before the death traps killed us.
Isn't it possible that he was killed before the death traps were even activated?
No, that's wrong! No, Fan, because Monokuma came to me when the timer started, and when he did, he said that all of my friends were in death traps. all of them, they were still alive in death traps. Which means
when the 15 minutes for the death trap started, Funtime Freddy was still alive. But we found his body when 2 minutes of the time was remaining.
Monokuma, may I ask something? I don't know if you're allowed to divulge this information, but what time did you wake Mario up?
Oh, well, I woke him up at actually 7 o'clock on the 9.
Alright, so for now, let's say Funtime Freddy's time of death was between 7 o'clock a.m. and 7:13 a.m.
With 2 minutes remaining.
Okay, so he honestly could have been killed within that time gap. Well, I know it's Zambadio. After he woke up, he went straight to save me.
Well, I took about, say, 2 minutes to get to where Luigi was, and I took 3 minutes to help him out.
Wait a minute. Mario, you took 2 minutes to get to him? Why is that?
If that's the case, I think I might know who the killer could have been.
Wait, you do?
Think about it. Monokuma started the death traps. So, he could have actually had let a chance for some of us to escape them.
I mean, mine was kind of easy. I guess I was just being a pussy.
Exactly, so you could have escaped from your death trap. So, isn't it likely that some of us might have not been in that good of a death trap, and one of us could have escaped it? If you think about it, there's only one person who had the best opportunity to kill Funtime Freddy. The person Monica's talking about who could have had the best chance to kill Funtime Freddy. Is Monica talking about...
It can only be him!
Wait, me? You're saying I could have killed him?
It's the best likely option, Mario. I'm sorry to say this, but you are the most suspicious.
Mario? No way! But it did take about 5 to 6 minutes for him to come get me. No, Mario's not the culprit! Because...
Why can't I be the culprit? There has to be an evidence. I got it!
Alright, guys, I need to tell you the truth. I was actually in a death trap.
Wait, you were?
I thought this motive was for you. We don't know the true meaning behind this motive yet. But, for now, I just wanted to tell Luigi this, that I was in the death trap as well. Which means, that's why it took so long for me to get Luigi.
Oh, well, that still doesn't prove your innocence. You could have easily escaped, went to go, kill Funtime Freddy, and then go kill Luigi, and go get Luigi.
No, the time gap would have been missing.
Oh, and you have any proof of that?
No. But I do. There's some evidence that proves both me and Luigi's innocence.
Evidence that proves both yours and Luigi's innocence, Mario? Does something like that even exist? I mean, we were all together around the time of Funtime Freddy's body, but we can't prove our, togetherness before then.
Maybe it was something with the body discovery announcement? Does that prove your innocence?
I agree with that. Yes, Hoopa. In fact, me and Luigi triggered the body discovery announcement, which means it can't be either of us.
Oh, well, if that's the case, then I guess both
You and Luigi can't be the culprit.
And you can't either, Monica.
because, you know,
Of the locked room?
exactly. So I guess we're all in the clear for now. The three of us, I mean.
That's good for you, but what about us?
Let's stop talking about the murder for now. Let's start talking about, where Funtime Freddy was when he murdered. And when I mean the murder, I mean, let's stop talking about the culprit for now.
Okay. So, we can all agree that Funtime Freddy was likely in a death trap as well, right?
I mean, probably, but he didn't look like he was in a death trap.
It didn't look like it at all. So where could his trap have been located?
Where could have Funtime Freddy's trap been located? Wait, this isn't the room that I was thinking of.
Shut up, Mario. I have to reorganize someplace.
Why?
Look over there.
All I see is not... I've got another mono beast.
Look, it wasn't my decision.
Oh, okay.
So, where could the Funtime Freddy's trap been located?
Okay, well, if we're assuming that was over there, and that everything was flipped, so... The pillow was right here, then... And the sunglasses was there, then... The bell would have been located right here. And then it would have... I got it! Right here!
Correct. Wow, you did that pretty quickly.
I got it. He was definitely located in the area above the bell. It's possible that his death trap required the use of the Simon Says found at the crime scene. And then, if he got it wrong, or if I got it wrong, the bell would fall, killing him.
Well, I do agree with that, but then...
Why was he out of it?
What do you mean?
His body was out of his trap. If he was killed by the trap, then his body should have been where the bell would have fell. But his body was away from it.
Luigi's right. So I guess we can definitely conclude that he wasn't killed by the trap at least.
Great! We have no information. I mean, I don't know. This case seems kind of difficult. I mean, his trap would require the use of 2 people, and... Wait a minute. 2 people... Wait a minute. Guys, I have a question to ask all of you. What is it? Did any of you see Funtime Freddy's body before me and Luigi found it?
Nope.
Nope. Not that I know. Nope.
Then something's off. Luigi, only us 2 found the body.
Yeah, and...
Only us 2! Mario, I don't...
Wait. Only us 2. Someone's hiding something.
Well, Luigi's gone crazy.
Wait, I just realized. You two. You were the only people to discover the body. Why did the body discovery announcement go off?
Oh, wait. Oh, shit.
There's someone hiding something. Yeah, but the thing is, we don't know who. The only other person that could have saw the body was Monica. But we know that she was in that room. Exactly, I couldn't have escaped. And furthermore, me and Luigi looked at the trap Funtime Freddy was in, or supposedly in. And it would require the use of 2 people. And furthermore, why was Bon injured? It seems like the killing blow was the stab into the chest. But why would they have to stab Bon's hand too? Why would they... Wait a minute. Guys, I think I might know who the 3rd person that discovered the body was.
You two? Who is it, Mario?
Okay, now look. What I'm about to say might sound a bit outlandish. Heck, I don't even know if this is true. But if you're willing to trust me, then we can continue this trial.
Well, I don't want to die. I will agree.
Sure, whatever.
Yes,
Let's do it. Let's do this, Mario. Who's the 3rd person?
the 3rd person that might have discovered the body, and also aided Funtime Freddy in his escape, was... It could only have been him! The only person I can think of is someone that's not even here. Someone that's been with the victim this whole time. Bon!
What? Mario, that's completely absurd. Why? Bon can't be the culprit. Or heck, even the 3rd person that discovered the body.
Guys, no. It actually ties into why the culprit might have to go back to kill Bon. Because I think Bon had sentience.
Spirits, come forth.
Oh, ow. Hoopa, what was that for?
I'm sorry, Mario, but there's just no way Bon could have counted towards the body discovery announcement.
No, he's the only other person. Because it's possible he had sentience the whole time.
That's not true, and I'll fight you. There's no way Bon could have had sentience. There's just no way. And even if he did, he wouldn't count towards the body discovery announcement.
Thing is, he does probably have sentience. Didn't it seem like Funtime Freddy and Bon were both separate personalities, and both different people? There's just no way. It has to be the only explanation. None of us else saw the body.
Yeah, but there's physical proof that Bon didn't count towards the body discovery announcement. Monokuma didn't count him in the 3rd case, which means that he's not sentient.
I'm sorry, Koopa, but I think that was just because Monokuma didn't know at the time.
What?
I'll cut down your words. It's possible Monokuma didn't know that Bon had sentience back then. But now, let's say this is what happened. The killer killed Funtime Freddy after Funtime Freddy escaped his trap with the help of Bon. Bon could have easily slipped through the hole that was in the gap between the pillow wall. Then, after the culprit killed Funtime Freddy and left, Bon was still alive. Monokuma must have saw that his hand was still moving after the culprit already stabbed Funtime Freddy. But then, the culprit must have forgot something in the room, and then they killed Bon thinking that Funtime Freddy was still alive.
Well, I guess that could be true. Monokuma, is this true?
Monokuma's staying silent. Something tells me that this is true. Just admit it, Monokuma. We'll figure it out anyway.
You know what? Fine. We'll figure it out. I did not know Banban had sentience until recently. And you're right. He was the third person counted towards the body discovery announcement.
So, Bonbon did have sentience?
Yupper doodle. But he didn't count towards the third case of body discovery announcement. In fact, if I probably did count it, it made the third case even more challenging. Glad I didn't, though. Actually, maybe I should have.
Whatever. This confirms Mario's theory. So really, all we know is that the culprit can't be, well, Bonbon, I guess. As well as Mario, Luigi, because they were the other two people who triggered it, and Monica because they're a trap. Which means our only three suspects are... It can only be them! Our three suspects include Froki, the ultimate meat, Fan, the ultimate blogger, and Hoopa, the ultimate spirit medium.
You suspect us, Mario?
Why?
Yeah, that's completely absurd. I couldn't have killed Funtime Freddy.
Actually, Fan, there is a way you could have killed him.
What?
If you look at the place where Funtime Freddy was stabbed, it wasn't made of metal. It was made of speaker material, which means it was very thin. And you could handle a knife, right? Which means that, for the first time, you are a suspect.
What? That's insane! Me and Fan are the culprit, and I guess Froki isn't either. Who could it be?
I know. I don't want to I want to believe them. But the sad truth of it is I can't. One of them is the killer. One of them killed Funtime Freddy. There is one more option. Huh?
If you don't want to accuse anyone else, Mario, there is one more option of the killer.
Huh? What do you mean? Think about it. One of the big contradictions is that you guys were all together around the time of Funtime Freddy's murder. Most of us were, yeah.
So, Mario, if you think about it, eliminating me,
You and Luigi.
plus the people you don't want to suspect,
Froki, Fan, and Hoopa.
that leaves one suspect, right? So, who do you think it is?
Well, by process of elimination, it would have to be... Oh no. You're not suggesting... What, Mario? What is she suggesting?
I think what Monica's suggesting is that the killer of Funtime Freddy might be...
It has to be him. Was it suicide?
What? No, come on, that can't be possible, right? No way.
I mean, it does bring up a good point. Most of us were together around the time of the murder. And all of us could be seen in eye distance. And if Monica can't be the culprit, and none of us want to be suspected, then I think suicide's a good option. Blow some other theories out the water, but... You know, this seems like a good theory. I'm with the suicide theory. Great. So let's just vote for Funtime Freddy.
Well, I'm not agreeing with it. It seems stupid. Yeah, Funtime Freddy would never commit suicide. And plus, that would... The whole theory of Bonbon being the third person to discover the body wouldn't even make sense at that point. It's illogical.
You guys aren't the only ones. I agree with Fan and Hoopa. I don't think Funtime Freddy's death was a suicide. Mario, it's the only option if you don't want to suspect either of these three. I don't want to suspect those three. But it's the only option. We have to continue on with suspecting others. Sorry, Hoopa and Fan, I'll agree with you, but that means we have to suspect you. I guess. Fine. Well, guess there's only one way to sell this. What? I guess our opinions are...
Don't you say that!
Ow.
Split! Frick you!
Did you say split? Ain't time for a scrum debate. Here's how it will work. Boing. Boing. Go on to this side of the courtroom if you think that Funtime Freddy's death was suicide. And go on to this side of the courtroom if you think it was just murder. Boo-hoo. Boing.
Funtime Freddy's death is suicide. It's the only option left if you don't want to suspect the last three suspects. I got this! Whether or not they want to or not. That's not the problem here. The problem is, his death wasn't suicide. But we can't decide on who the culprit is. Suicide seems like the best option. Hoopa! You're still not thinking of the reason why. Why would Funtime Freddy commit suicide? And plus, if that's the case, then the whole Bonmon theory would make sense.
Suicide seems like the easiest option to me. I say we vote for Funtime Freddy and get this over with.
Fan! The easiest option isn't always the correct option. Maybe if we just look into this more, we'll find a hidden truth. We were all in our death traps. There's no way any of us could have escaped. Hoopa!
If Mario could escape his, then what's stopping anyone else from escaping? Plus, Funtime Freddy escaped as well.
But if that's the case, we'll be all out of suspects. I got this! There might be a suspect left that we still don't know about!
This is our answer!
Enough of this. As much as I don't want to suspect my friends. Funtime Freddy's death was murder, not suicide. It just wouldn't make sense. So the blame falls on one of us.
Yeah, suicide threw off my old theories anyway. Anyway,
Shall we get discussing on the suspects? Yeah, I guess. Our suspects include Hoopa, Fan, and Froakie. One of them was the killer behind Funtime Freddy. We need to figure it out. Because if we don't, we will all join Funtime Freddy in the grave.